So, bro, having you in here, first of all, congratulations, you're doing well.
Yeah.
In the series, is that have you changed anything in your preparation for this one that sort of changed everything and made it a little bit easier on you? Or
I suppose I kind of have.
Bring it a bit close to you.
Oh,
underneath it, bring it over if you want.
Bring it over.
Yeah. Pull it. It won't break.
Oh, sweet, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Put it up. Like
Put it up.
Up like that.
Yeah.
That's
Stuff
better.
I should have gone over with them before.
Yeah, I've never done one of these things before, so come on.
You're with friends, it's all good.
Oh, it's moving. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I think for me, this year especially, it's kind of I've gone the approach of just chill out and just enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. You know, working on the tools from Monday to Friday. It's you know, it's pretty brutal doing that, and then you know, backing up and having to train every arvo and every morning. You know, like it's a bit tough. But yeah, for me, like I've basically said to myself, I said, you know, I want to go out there and enjoy it, and sort of with the mindset of, you know, come Monday, you know, whether I win, lose, or I draw, like, I'm going to work. Yeah, like no matter what. So just
gonna put that belt back on Monday and get into it.
Exactly. And you know, so it's just, you know, get out there and enjoy it and enjoy your weekend doing it, because that's what I've chosen to do. So, you know, go out there and enjoy it, and it seems to be paying off. Yeah.
You're in a fortunate position where you can, like obviously with your boss letting you, you know, a bit of time off or stuff like that, or being able to work around trainings and things like that. I'm assuming he's pretty helpful with that.
Yeah, Fipsy from Surf Ironman and Oceanman, he's just been an absolute legend, just looking after me, and you know, he's really understanding, and it's, you know, it's good too. He's offside of Jacob, you know, he's done an Ironman himself before, like Ironman triathlon, so he understands that, you know, like the training, it's hard and it hurts, and like to you know, be able to back up and be on the tools all day and then go and do it, you know, it takes a toll, but you know, there's definitely so much behind the scenes stuff, like, you know,
it's not easy.
No.
Like especially when you do your first session in the morning, I know whether you fit one or two in, you show up to work, and you're pretty cooked. As you start, before you get that second wind, or
absolutely,
you know, get some nutrition into you.
Oh, food is just key. Food is everything. Like if I, you know, I eat a lot, and you know, I'm lucky. I work hard to be able to eat as what I do, and you know, people say, "Oh, are you on a special diet?" I was like, "Nah, just get as much in as I possibly can," you know, kind of thing. And
well, you have to, because you're always going.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like waking up at 4 o'clock to be in the pool at 5. You know, it's tough, and then getting out and trying to choff something down before you get to work, so that you're on site, like ready to go, not sitting there going.
Because at the end of the day, you're being paid to be there as a builder. You can't show up and go, "Oh man, I don't really want to dig at the moment," or you know, it's just, shit's got to keep going.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of helped in a way this year for me. You know, like I've taken that on board and said, "Look, I've got a free gym session here." You know, like Karen, like, "Oh yeah, sweet, got to get them down there. Let's get those sticks of timber down there," and you know, I'll just happily let's do it, gym session, let's go, kind of thing. So it's definitely helping. I think it feels good. I'm getting a bit out of it.
It's the time thing, that I suppose is the issue, because then you feel like you're always like, you've got, like, even when I invited you to come in here, I thought, geez, I wonder when he's going to fit this in, and thankfully he's still on some holidays, but
exactly,
like I thought, oh well, because most likely be swimming in the morning, then training in the afternoon, working during the day. It might be a late one, or a weekend's gone too.
Exactly. You know, so I've even tried to tee up other ones before, and you know, it just hasn't worked because I've been at work. Where this one's like, luckily I've been able to come and see you, because you know, it's always tough trying to fit everything in, and you know, like you get tired and it's like, oh, I can't be bothered, kind of thing.
So what about the so how long have you been a builder for?
So I've actually, the end of last year I got signed off. So I was a mature age apprentice. And I got signed off at the end of last year, and now so I'm going to be just going on a subby for still for salt property maintenance, just cruising, and you know, just see how we go.
Because how old are you now?
I'm 28 as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah. Getting old, getting older too.
I know, your 30's coming in close.
That's what
once you hit 30,
to me.
Trust me, once you hit 30, all those years, just go another one. Probably same as 20.
Everyone's saying that to me. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
But
I thought the other day, holy shit, I'm 34. Man, damn.
Catches up with you.
I know, it's scary.
I said when I get to 30, that's it. I'm not counting anymore. That's it. I'm done.
Because then it also starts, so you get that stigma around your age too. You think, oh, I got these, like, I know, especially in the sport you're in, and Ironman's, Surf Ironman's, you get those young 19, 20-year-olds, probably what you were like at 19 and 20. They don't necessarily work yet. They're just out of school. They're not really in the real world.
Still on mum and dad's little pay packet.
They're still living at home. Like, and that's nice. Their parents can support them to be in there. And that would be an unreal position. But you're competing against them. Are they? you got to go to work.
Yeah.
But when you go, I remember thinking that when I was doing some training in surf, and I'd go to work after swimming, and then Kai Hurst would, he goes, I'm going to get a massage.
Oh.
I'm like, massage, then probably have a sleep. And I think I mentioned it a couple of times ago. I was thinking, how good would that be? Anyway, back to work.
Back to the real world.
Back to the real world.
Get on it.
You know, so you got those guys coming through, and then every year there's a new fresh bunch of them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they're mongrels too. They don't give up. They just have a crack and they keep going and going and going. It's just like, you know, that's where you've got to sort of use your knowledge, I guess, more so, you know, like come into it as okay, I've done this for a while, you know, now I've got to sort of, you know, back it off and just work on being like more, I guess, skill based than you know just the added mongrel kind of thing. Yeah,
so I think it was we had Trevor Hendian not long ago.
Oh yeah,
for a chat too, and he
ledge.
Yeah, real legend, awesome guy.
Yeah,
I don't know if he had much to do with him, but
had a lot to do with him. Yeah,
he's unreal to speak to.
Yeah, he's actually helped me out a lot. Yeah, you know, in my past sort of thing. So
and he was saying mental, like, because when especially in that heyday when they were doing all the series, it was so many red hot guys that just fast, and anyone on there any day could win it.
Absolutely,
because it all became like a mental thing where you almost just changed his, like, it almost became, I think he said, like 90% mental, 10% ability.
Yeah,
and he goes, and I didn't, you know, he just said, I just gotta treated it differently, and that seems to be something maybe you've taken on.
Absolutely. Well, actually, I was this morning I was at a little nipper clinic down at Currow, as I said, and you know, we got to ask the question, you know, like, what do you like before a race? And I was saying, like, it's funny, I'm that asshole that is just yapping away, chatting to everyone. Like, I try and just be as calm and as like chilled as I can, and like everyone's like full blinkers on, getting like full race ready sort of thing, and I'm that pest going, oh man, it'd be nice to be buddy sitting up there having a beer, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's sort of that sort of attitude, and I think that's worked for me, obviously. But you know, like,
just get the guys that are headphones on.
Really sorry to the boys who I piss off, because I definitely piss off a lot of them, but you know, like, that's all part and parcel of it, and that's how
it's a pretty intense environment, wouldn't it be, in those tents getting ready? Like,
big time.
Especially the guys who are actually doing this for a living. Like, they don't go to work on a Monday, so they got to live and die by their results on the weekend, and that is their job.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's funny like that, because, like, you know, I train with Bevy and Paul, and you know, they're Bevy's got he's a teacher. Yeah. But he does he's more so an Ironman by trade sort of thing. Yeah. And Paulie as well, you know, they're full-time athletes and you know, that sort of thing. And I think they got a bit of a shock when I was, you know, kind of turning up to work from work, like a bit bugging, that sort of thing. But yet, like, I tried to just keep my attitude of, you know, here to get the job done. Let's just get out there and have fun and train hard and that sort of thing. And, you know, they've helped me along the way too, you know, like, you know, their attitude to training is purely like, we're here for a purpose. Let's smash it, sort of thing. And that sort of pushed me along a lot. And, you know, that's sort of where we're, as a group, we're training so well and so hard together, which is, you know, sick.
I think that's a catalyst sometimes, because I often look at guys in clubs that it's just them. They're the one star or the one guy leading the pack. Think, how do you keep pushing that envelope? Like, you almost need
yourself,
guys.
it's tough. Yeah, it's so tough.
You almost need guys that are just as good, or, you know, on any given day you're going to win, or they're going to win. Yeah, Paulie's going to win, Maddie's going to win, and then you know.
Yeah, well, that's like this season. Like, that's what's absolutely thrown me. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I'm up the front. Like, these other boys, you know, like, they're such good athletes, and you know, I've always looked up to guys like Paulie and that. So, you know, like the older boys, and you know, like, now I'm sort of in that position. I'm going, hang on a minute, like, what the hell? Like, this is sick.
So you didn't do, because how does the series work? You can drop an event, can't you?
Yeah. So you drop around. So it's your best.
Do you have to do the round, or you just don't need to show up?
You don't have to do it. So I didn't do the Coolangatta Gold. So that's my drop round. So straight away coming into the series, I had to perform at every round from there on after the gold. And so far I've made the podium all 3 times that I've raced. So, you know, it's going well.
Yeah. So one more. So you got what is it, next weekend?
Next weekend down at
Sydney.
North Cronulla. Yeah. So we've raced there a few times, and it's such an awesome like place to race. You know, like, there's so much going on. There's, like, down in the corner, there's rocks, and there's a mad rip that always rips out through there, and you know, so it's actually sick. It's like an amphitheater kind of set up that people can get down and you know, have a good geeze at it. It's sick.
Because it's all about the crowd. If you can get the crowd pumping at an event like that, man, it must just be unreal to be.
Yeah. That's like probably one of my favourite things is, like, seeing, like, I don't know, it sounds kind of cocky, but it's kind of cool to have people, like, coming down to watch you. And like
that's just what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, like I don't know. It's sick to just have that sort of vibe, like the people are here to watch you, and then like you go out there and you have a sick time and a great time, and they're on the same level as you. They're just like, that's epic, like he's having a ball, we're having a ball. It's sick, I think that's what I thought sort of thrive off that too.
I go to footy games sometimes, like live footy games, and you think, how unreal would this crowd be to perform? Like you can see how they'd be pumped up, like you go to State of Origin or something like that. You think, no wonder you guys are pumped for this. Like you've got all these people just chanting.
I don't know how it'd go that big a crowd, but
well, I think when the crowd almost gets that big, it's less intimate, and you would probably blur them out a little bit. It's so intense. You're like, there's just you can't even look. But when it's a smaller crowd, like what you guys get, it's more interactive.
Well, it definitely is, and every transition you come around and like there's just people in your face yelling at you, going, go, and like it's pretty cool. You sort of pick your spots where where like your families are or something like that, or you like I always try and find where my fiance is. Like it just every time I come around, I just look up and just like sweet, let's.
You know what you're doing it for.
Exactly. Know what I'm doing it for, and know that she knows that I really appreciate the support that she gives me, kind of thing. It's sick.
So that round there, what is it? You start with 20 guys.
So
drop 5 every time.
So it's drop 5 each race, and so it's a brutal race because like they've cut down the intermission time in between the races, I guess you could call it. So it's down to 2 minutes now.
That starts when the first guy crosses
the line. When the first guy crosses the line, the clock starts.
So fucked.
and the biggest thing is with that is in surf, you can be a fair way behind.
Oh yeah.
And like it is so possible for you to be coming across the line and the gun for the next race going.
Easily.
Especially down there too. Like it's unknown. So
if you don't make it in the 2 minutes, you're gone regardless of whether you're not the back 5.
No.
So you just keep going.
So you
through.
Cross the line, you're pretty much just doing a continuous Ironman. Just
and then
do it again. Do it again.
A lot rides on that first one, but then you don't want to blow your beans on that one either.
Exactly, because you want to get to the last one. And that's I was talking to Paulie about it the other day, and Shannon Eckstein was an absolute master of it. Like he would just always set himself up in the first race. And from there he was just so controlled, and he'd cross the line, and like there's a couple of times we've been on the line standing next to him for the last race, Ali Dazo on the left, he's spewing because he's just so buggered. Paulie's on his haunches going, oh my God, I'm about to die. I'm sitting there going, I don't think I can do this. And then Shannon's sitting there going, sweet, about to start. Cool, ready to go.
Rested, recovered.
Rested, recovered. He's just a freak. Like he was honestly, like in my eyes, hands down, one like the best Ironman to do races like that.
Because I said that to Trev Hindi as well, and he said, nah. I said he was. And then he goes, no, I think it was Shannon, because a lot of guys left. A lot of guys sort of did their Ironmans, won their series, and did that, and then they sort of branched off and tried Olympics or tried to just chase another dream.
Kayaking and swimming and that
chase
sort of
another
stuff.
dream while they were still fit, still young enough. And sort of they tick the boxes in this. Where Shannon just stayed and just kept ticking them.
And he kept ticking them, and he just kept ticking them and just didn't stop.
And then you talk about experience. Well, he's more experienced than the experienced guys.
Like
absolutely. He makes you guys look like novices, and you're like, this guy's just going again.
And he just like it was really cool because like going into like coming from a small little town down Lennox Head down in northern New South Wales to come up and eventually get in the series and be that young guy in there and like I remember my first race, it was so vivid. I was there standing next to Zane Holmes, and this is a guy who I like idolised forever. He was the guy for
like
me.
Like a god,
he was God to me. And I remember standing next to him and I sort of looked up to him and I was like, oh my God, that's Zane Holmes. And he looked down at me and he goes, you ready? You'd want to be. And then boom, away we went. It was like, oh, okay, here we go. And then like, like
want to be.
It was so intimidating. I was just like, oh my God.
He almost just knocked you out of that race by that comment. You're like, no, you just fucked it for me.
But pretty well. Nah, but I think for me, the first like season for me was I'm here, but I'm not really in the race kind of thing. Like, and come now, like I'm like, you know what, I'm here and I'm here to actually, go out there and try and win it and contend, kind of thing. And it takes a little while to get that, and that I think it can throw a lot of people off. Like there's a lot of guys who have been so close and such good athletes, but come to the time when it was to perform on that higher stage, they kind of crumbled because they didn't have that mentality of, I'm here and I'm here to actually race, and I've got the ability to race. Like,
well, that's just an achievement.
Yeah,
like, to make it to the series, an achievement in and of itself.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's where it begins and ends. And then guys are like, that's a weird scenario, isn't it? You see sometimes other sports, guys will just make the team or make like a representative team, and then that was their goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to be the best in that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So to get there is like almost. And I mean, it is an unreal thing to be able to make.
But
to compete. So you think it takes like a couple of years before you actually go, oh, holy shit! Like I should be here. I deserve to be here. Because a lot of it's a bit of probably like within everybody. A lot of it's like, do I deserve to be here?
Oh,
like especially if you like, I think of those guys who just made it.
Yeah,
like just made it, like number 20.
Yep.
You must go into that going, okay, well, I just made it, and now I've got to compete. Now I've got to step up like 2 more levels.
Exactly. Like there's guys who have already qualified from last year, and those guys in the trials that smashed the trials, and then you're like the last 2 or 3 in, and you're sitting there going, oh, geez, okay, I'm in here now. Oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And
it's a tough mentality, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's a tough mentality, but at the same time, like I think a lot of people get caught up in it, and that's where people go wrong, kind of thing. And that's where I'm stoked that I did have the support from Zappa. He sort of intimidated me on the line that day, but at the same time he was like, okay, this is what you did wrong. Try and improve on this sort of thing. And like it was cool because he was still racing to try and win the series too.
He's a beast, man, that guy.
Oh, he's a monster. I
remember seeing him for the first time when I came over for an Aussies when I was maybe from New Zealand when I was 16 maybe.
Yeah.
And I sort of seen him on TV and things like that, and then you sort of see Ironman too. I'd met like Clado and then Guy Andrews. They're all sort of smaller, slight guys. And I remember seeing him and thought, that dude's like a bodybuilder.
Proper,
like he's humongous.
Proper. Yeah. He's a man mountain.
Yeah,
that bloke.
He's huge. And I mean, in the scheme, like Shannon's a big guy, but Zane Holmes was huge.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, holy shit, how does he go so fast?
Well, that's the thing. Like, because he's so built, like I think it was just his strength that like truly got him through, and his fit, like strength and fitness is like a lot of what we need. But also, like as you said, you look at Kane Eckstein, like he's a little whippet, like, but he's so strong at the same time. It's just lean muscle mass, and it's tough because you got to find that balance.
It's almost like you don't know the ideal body type. Then you've got a guy like Ellie Day who's he's slight as well, like real, like he could be a top runner.
String bean, absolutely. But yet he's so strong and powerful. Yeah. It's insane. Like you almost question, like, how do you actually get that strong kind of thing? I'm sitting here struggling. I'm 85 kilos. I'm going, Jesus Christ, I'm heavy. Yeah. Trying to get around the kilos, sort of thing.
Because that's what I'm speaking to a mate of mine, and he sort of was under the impression that like the Surf Ironman's just volunteers that won like a local race and then they got to the Ironman series.
Oh, right.
Well, like, that's how blasé I think some people are. Like they think that it's a sport or an event that is just like the best of whoever's around. They don't realise that it's actually an event that's hotly contested, and the guys who are doing it are, if not professional, like I explained to him, I said, look, most of those guys, if they put their mind to it, could probably come pretty close to making the Olympics in kayaking.
Yeah,
and most of those guys, all of those guys, same with swimming.
Absolutely.
And then running, like probably a red hot. Like probably one of some of the better runners around.
Oh, absolutely.
And then board paddling, if they wanted to do it, like some of them transfer over and do the Molokai and win that.
Exactly.
Like, so you're competing with these guys. Like you look at Shannon, top at everything.
Yeah, he's just.
And you're meant to compete against someone, and probably Zane Holmes is the same.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
He would have made the Olympics in kayaking, 100%. There's no way he wouldn't have.
Yeah, hands down. If he tried for it.
Yeah, if he tried for it. Yeah. And then someone told me once, like he would have made beach flags final if he wanted to. Like if he decided, I'm doing this now. You're all fucked.
Yeah, pretty well.
He's a natural athlete.
Watch me go.
So they don't realise that. And on top of that, most of them are professional like yourself. They go to work and they show up each day. So it's like a really crazy. And then there's a blurred line too between the guys like yourself and then the guys that are professional.
Yeah.
So like Pooley, who goes, he obviously once you guys are finished training in the morning. Takes off and does his recovery and does his extras. And you've got to utilise your extras at the workplace.
Exactly.
People don't realise that as well. They think everybody they do that either for a living or not at all.
100%. Yeah. And I think that's probably the biggest thing about the awareness of our sport at the moment. Like, it's kind of tough because we had that little bit of period where it was where there was a couple of deaths in surf, and it was tragic deaths, but at the same time that it is what it is, and like we all run risks. It's like you can go out across the road and get hit by a car, and you're done. But unfortunately for us, like it's great that we do have a voluntary service that is attached to our sport, and we have to do patrol hours to be able to race. So it's brilliant having that, because then we protect the community and that sort of thing. But at the same time, we also get dragged into the life-saving side of it, and the life-saving side of it is I guess it's more so protected rather than like you've got to protect people rather than actually we're actually athletes. We're down there, we train just as much as say like a professional footy team.
Oh yeah, probably I think more sometimes.
Well, potentially more, yeah. But at the same time, we don't quite get the recognition that that we do the
it's
same.
So weird,
kind of
like
thing.
that. Like I feel like it's just sort of teetering under the surface.
Yeah,
like Uncle Toby's had that.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. The golden days. Yeah.
Oh man, they were like, well, that's like Trevor's saying. He's like, man, we were like third. Like they were up there with the cricket on TV.
Yeah.
To watch, it was like back and forth with the cricket.
Yeah.
Where, like, what was the most popular?
Yeah.
But now it's not. I mean, there's so much variety on TV now. It's pretty hard to bring into that market. But
absolutely,
I guess that's what they've decided with that INX, just trying to make it.
Yeah.
Trying to like, what do you think of the INX? Is that something you're keen for, or?
Well, yeah. Well, I was talking to someone about it last night, actually, one of my good mates, and we're talking about that new ATP tennis tournament that's on at the moment. And it's so cool to see them, trying a new concept, and that's basically the same thing as what we're trying.
Yeah.
But so many people are getting their backs up about it because like, oh, we don't do SUP, we don't do this, that, blah blah blah. But realistically, it's to try and create awareness of what we actually do. So like, okay, we're putting some stuff in there that could make us look silly, it could make us look good. Yeah. But at the same time, we've got to try things, because if you don't try things, how are you going to get anywhere?
Evolve or die.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll die. Like,
100% is dying.
It's just slowly.
It's slowly
like
just going downhill.
like,
like I was saying the other day, like it kind of sucks because like our sport's such a great sport, and it's such an iconic sport. For Australia, it is such an iconic sport. But at the same time, it just doesn't have that flair, or like, unless we get surf. Yeah, like we're like racing in a lake, and it can be pretty bloody boring to watch. Man, I like the sport. Yeah, and sometimes I'm like, change channel. It's just it just doesn't. Yeah. It's like you think cricket had the tests and the one days came in. Yeah, but now like Test cricket's only for the tragics. Yeah, really, the absolute diehards. Yeah, and our Big Bash, anyone can watch it. Yeah, it's great. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind cricket, but I can't sit there and watch a whole test or anything like that. God, no. Yeah, I'm the same. Come 2020, I'm sitting there going, I'm on the edge of my seat watching it. Going, I always time it to watch like the last half of the second innings. Because I'm like, perfect. It's rolling up in bed, and I'm like, good, okay. And it's always a run chase, and like I'm just hanging out to see how many balls from how many runs. Yeah. But that's what's made cricket given a new lease on life. 100%. And then you see the guy earning the big bucks going over to India, things like that. So it just, I think this is a cool concept. Yeah. But then you see also that's when they get to see what sort of athletes you guys are. Yeah. Well, true. You know, like it's going to be on show, because nobody knows how difficult it is to paddle a board from the general public. Yeah. Like they think, that looks, whatever. Yeah. I mean, kayaking, yes and no. Swimming is probably something a bit more relatable. Yeah. But even then, there's no context to your swimming. Yeah. Yeah. You don't actually know how fast you're going. Yeah, it's exactly. It's not like a pool where you can see. It's not timed. It's not in a pool where it's like a clear and concise. Yeah, like this is the distance, this is the time. Yeah, like, nobody knows. Like, you guys could be pathetic swimmers, but no one would know. Or you could be just faster than Michael Phelps. Exactly. No one knows. Exactly. And that's what sucks about it. There's no like clear, concise measurement. Yeah, exactly. So again, that's what makes it hard. Yeah. And that's why you can't exactly go, the fastest Ironman ever did it in 4 minutes 30. Well, that doesn't mean shit, because who knows? Exactly. How far was that kid? Like, it was flat. Oh, it was 6 foot surf. Which one was it? I got hit by one wave. Yeah, I didn't get another one. So many variables. Body surf from the back. Yeah. There's no. Who knows? Who cares? Yeah, exactly. And that's why. Yeah, that's why I think there's no. That's why the general public might struggle with it, because there's just no actual conceptual time, or like you can't put it on it. Yeah. But I don't even see how they'd be able to do that. No, I don't think you can, especially because like the ocean, Mother Nature, it can throw anything at you. Like, you could be sitting next to, like as I said, you can be sitting next to Shannon Eckstein. He might like get smacked by a wave. You'll get out past him. Yeah. And that's surf. That's how it is. Like, all of a sudden he's the best athlete, and then all of a sudden I'm in front and I'm the better athlete. Yeah. But it's only because of a wave, or sort of thing, where there's not, like in a lot of other sports, there's not that outside sort of element that can change your race. Oh, hugely. And you'd see it like growing up in surf. Yeah. How many races have you seen that? Oh, jeez. I've had some doozies. Yeah. there's been some, you know, like leading by a long way, and all of a sudden just you look back and there's, you know, 20 dudes on a wave, and you're like, yeah, sick.
That's half the fun though, because you know I'm gonna be that dude next time.
Exactly, and then the next race, you know, like I remember the Australian title, I got second in the Open Ironman. Yeah, you know, like I was probably mid to late field, and like, you know, I was there up there kind of, but you know, it's not quite in it, and then all of a sudden we all got a wave on it, and it was a sprint up the beach. 20 of us in a sprint up the beach, like, you know. And
who won it that year?
Cammy Cole. He got
I remember that.
By this much. Oh, rattled.
And that was a real outsider too, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
That was a huge upset.
He will stand there and say, "Yep, I was at the back. I was at the very back, and I got on the wave." And but that's surf.
That doesn't matter.
And that's everyone says it. That's surf. That's how surf is. And, you know, a lot of people get pissed off by it, and they spit the goo and stuff like that, but realistically that's surf. It's what it is. Like if you're going out there to race and do it, you have to understand and know that there is every chance that you're going to be leading and someone's going to come past you. Every chance. But
it's achievement in and of itself. It's like making the series, is making it to that final.
Exactly. Like, and that's what people forget. Like, you know, it's like what's your name, Bradbury. Yep. The ice skater. Like someone was talking about it the other day. Like I went to a talk of his and you know, listening to him speak. Yeah. He going into that, he was the reigning world champion.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So everyone's thinking, So everyone's thinking this bloke's like, oh yeah, this Aussie punter, he's just out there having a crack, you know, sort of thing.
Because didn't it happen twice?
Yeah. But so that's the thing. Like he's sitting there and, like, you know, people say, you know, like, oh, you've done the Bradbury, you've come from the clouds. But, like, you know, like, unfortunately those guys, he was in the final first of all. Yeah. So that's at the Olympics. Like that's bloody. He
made it there somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then, you know, going into it, he was the reigning world champion.
I didn't know that.
So it's funny. Like so many people still think like, oh yeah, just Bradbury's the average punter coming along and just, you know,
he just had a crack,
get the win. Yeah, how good. All the boys fell over. He comes through. How good. But he actually, he's
red hot.
Red hot.
Yeah. Why was he? Did he not have a good race? Was he behind?
Yeah,
he was behind. He just didn't have a good start.
I think he just didn't have the race that he wanted, and sort of it was just one of those things. Like it's just, you know, on the day he just didn't quite have the start I think he wanted, and then it's sort of the way that the race played out, it didn't play in his favour, and then all of a sudden, like,
it's so shit for him.
Just comes cruising through. Woo,
it's shit for him that he's actually top of the pops when it comes to ice skating. Do you call it ice skating? Ice cross, I don't know what you call it. But the trouble with that is, no outside factors, no external factors in that. It's them fucking up.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like the surf, not like a Hail Mary wave coming from the back.
Exactly.
So that's even, you know. Yeah. So your guys are a bit more justified than it is, because you put yourself in that position. Because you know that when you're around the cans every time, you must think, oh, here we go. Like, come on, please.
You're thinking, come on. This one, please.
And the heart rate goes up when you see it coming. You're like, here we go. We're on here.
And that's where people go wrong, but they get so excited. They're like, oh my God, I got one. And then all of a sudden they're sideways on the ski. And it's like, oh shit. Yeah. Fuck that one up. Jesus. But it's good.
Because you competed also at the Red Bull, I noticed.
Yeah. Red Bull Defiance race.
That was, I did that in the Wanaka one.
Oh, did you?
Maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we didn't finish the second day.
Oh, really?
Nah, brutal.
Really?
Mate.
I might not do it then.
Are you doing the Wanaka one?
I was going to do the next one, whatever the next one is over in New Zealand.
It's cancelled.
Oh, really?
Got cancelled yesterday.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. Oh. Don't quit. I shouldn't be saying this shit. Mate of mine just rang me on the way here and he said, do you see Wanaka, Red Bull Wanaka's been cancelled?
No.
Yeah, it has been.
Rattled.
That is...
Was it brutal?
Oh, mate.
Really? That's
I didn't see the one in Mission Beach.
Mission Beach. It was that was a doozy.
Had you done much adventure racing before it?
I had done absolutely zero adventure racing.
Yeah. Mountain bike?
I'd played on a mountain bike before a few times.
So you had a little bit of skill.
Shits and gills. Yeah, I had a bit of skill. I'm kind of lucky. Like I can sort of pick things up pretty quickly. Like being sort of athletic kind of thing. You know, like I hadn't really ridden the motorbike much, but my misso, she loves riding dirt bikes, and she said, "Oh, come down for a trip," and went down to Tassie, where she's from, and jumped on a motorbike, nervous as all hell, and all of a sudden we're going for a 120k ride to pub in the paddock and back, and I'm just going, oh Jesus! But picked it up.
Just
pretty
learn
quickly.
on the spot.
Yeah, and Christmas time we just went for a ride We did up the west coast of Tassie. Went from Strawn up to Pyman and back up through Climbing's track. It's a really good four-wheel drive track up there. And yeah, so sort of get comfortable on that sort of stuff, and you know, so yeah, pick things up a bit quicker than I guess your average.
Because you can be as powerful as you want on the bike if you're not skilled on that mountain bike. It's a long day.
It's a long day,
and by all accounts, that was a pretty gnarly.
Well, yeah, it was all fire trail, so it was you know, it was pretty good because it wasn't all single track and like super skilly.
Yeah,
but like on the other side, it was, you know, it was a long way. It was a long way. Like I think Ali and I we tried to get as much riding in as we possibly could, and I think the max day we did was like a 20k ride. Yeah, and it was like we had to double that, so it was like, oh Jesus Christ.
And not forgiving track either.
Yeah, not forgiving at all.
I was speaking to Kane about it, and he said when he was in here, and he's like, he was a bit rattled by it. Like, he said he's like, never again. Like he pretty much said, I'm not interested. I think that's what he said. Yeah, that's what I took from him. He didn't. I wouldn't say. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm sure he'd do it again, but he wasn't. Yeah. Well, mind you, he did it in Sluggos, so
yeah, that was like that was a funny story. Yeah, we rocked up race day morning, and Kane's rocked out in Sluggos, and I was sitting there going, it's going to be a long day for him. Jesus Christ. The old dude's going to be pretty sore. But he's like, sweet, like, good to go.
I asked him about it too, and he goes, I just like sort of like training in them.
Yep. That's all. He does everything in it, so he might as well just go and do it.
Go and do it again. Because he would have been the old adventurer, the people adventurers, they go, this guy doesn't have all the gear. Little do they know that he'll leave him for dust.
Yeah, he'll
see you later.
Bank you. He'll put you to bed.
Because they were winning by miles, by quite a bit.
Yeah. They were, well, because, we were in the boat with them for the raft at the start, and like Clipper and him were just like, it was a comedy of errors at the same time as being like perfectly calculated. It was unreal. So, but I think we definitely want to do another adventure race. Ali and I, we frothed that one, and you know, as
it's a lot of fun. Like it's an intense, like they say adventure for a reason, because it's not really like, it's such a long time. You're out there for so long that you almost sort of a little bit forget it's a race.
Absolutely.
You just want to survive it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, you know, the first run leg was 23k, I think, something like that. That's the longest run I've ever done in my life, and like
not easy too. It's not like it's flat
it wasn't
running.
Just a trot along the beachfront at you know, along the Gold Coast. You know, it was through harsh bush and rainforest and that sort of thing. And it's
by all accounts, everything you touched was sharp. Like
there's this thing called wader walls. And they're these like, it's like a big long vine. And they have these hooks on them. And like I was like, wader walls. Like whatever. They'll just like pull you and scratch or whatever. I was running along and like I was leading, and Ali was just like, I just got hit by something, and I was like, what was it? And then all of a sudden I just got hung up. This thing just wrapped from like my right leg up and across my neck, up and like through my ear, and it just like jagged me and it stopped me still. And I was like, okay, so that's why they're called wader wiles. It smacks you, and like they would rip you to shreds. But yeah, like I think the run leg was probably the hardest for me. Like I reckon I did. Probably did one 10k run before I went, and so I was sort of, I guess I was a bit underdone, and you know, Ali.
Well, you probably are, but you're not the normal.
Not
person who's underdone.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
If I was underdone, I'd be flat out.
Could be a bit how you going,
I'll probably still be there. Yeah, but if you go underdone, you got that. You know, you got a bit of base.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm trying to say is.
Yeah. So like, my fitness was there, but like, it definitely cooked me, and I remember coming up to the end of the run, and like I was dazed, confused, and just trying to finish the run. And I got to the transition, and you know, there's a few boys there like Goodman and one of my mates, Trimmy, who's a clubby as well. He came up to me and he goes, "Mate, are you okay? You look like you're about to fall over." And I was like, "No, I'm not good. Give me something." And he's just chucking food at me, like feeding me up, and like all of a sudden, come good, get on the bike, and away we went. Like, it was an unreal race. Like it was cool too, because I've never done something like that, like in more so of a team perspective. And like doing it as a team with Al, like it was funny because like we were riding along halfway through the ride, and like the run was sweet for her because she runs like an absolute gazelle. And we get on the bikes, and it's like, all right, sweet, let's just get through this thing, let's just tick this box kind of thing. And we're cruising along, and like all of a sudden, like I just start laughing, and I'm going, how's this? We're in the middle of the bush doing some stupid fucking race. And we're in pain, but we're so happy. Like,
Yeah,
what is wrong with us, kind of thing. But it was such a cool thing just to do as a team.
Yeah.
Like it was like just pick each other up when we're down, and you know just
plenty
get
of downs,
through it.
eh?
Oh, there's plenty of downs. There
Yeah.
was some times I was like, nah, get me out of here. They gave us this like, I think it was called like a yellow brick. It was like a GPS tracker that had an SOS call thing on it. I was like, I could just pull that out and just press the button.
Yeah.
It's
Home
easier.
time.
It's
Yeah.
way easier.
Yeah.
Get home, get a beer, just chill out.
Feet up, yeah.
But nah, I got through it and it was unreal. Yeah, definitely want to do another one, that's for sure.
Yeah. And that's the first one at the Mission Beach as well. So
Yeah.
I think that they'll probably fix a lot of the fuck ups that were on that one. You
Yeah.
know, like maybe some of the track they'll renegotiate or
Yeah.
figure out what they, because that's
Yeah.
you guys are the trial and
The
error.
guinea pigs.
Yeah, guinea pigs big time. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
thought, so you trained not too much for that race, sort of just suck it and see.
Yeah, I sort of, because obviously it was our pre-season kind
Yeah.
of thing, so like we were sort of just cruising and well, it was late off season, so it was like we were slowly getting back into it. But I was like, I'll do the Defiance first, and then I'll get back into you know, proper training.
I was going to say, because if you train like full on for that Defiance and got pretty fit for it, you could almost transition that into the Cooley Gold. That's what I was thinking, because it was almost like maybe a month after.
Yeah,
would it have been?
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it was. It might have been 3 weeks after. I think it was really close.
Yeah, see there you go.
Really
So
close.
it's almost like a quick turnaround.
Quick little turnaround.
There you go. Maybe a little thing to look into.
Yeah, my biggest thing was I was like, I could transition into the Gold, but it means that I have to swim. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, true.
I hate swimming. Swimming sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who do you swim with?
I swim at Miami with with the Miami swim squad there. The old coach was Dennis Cottrell, so he used to coach.
I saw
Kai
he was back recently.
Yeah, he popped in just the other day. Yeah, they had a because they're changing the pool there. They'd like put a new one in and stuff like that. So they had like a bit of a reunion / farewell to the pool kind of thing. Yeah, but so he rocked up to that and he said good day and stuff like that. So it was good.
So whose idea was it to do the Red Bull? Yours or your missus' idea?
It was kind of mine. I was frothing on the concept because a mate of mine, Lindsay Laurie, and Courtney Acco. I used to swim with him at Bond sometimes, I put word out that I was like, oh, this is sick, I'd love to do it kind of thing, how do you go about it kind of thing, and then all of a sudden Acco called me and he's like, hey man, look, would you and Ali be keen to do it? And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. And so sure enough, I asked Al and she was like, maybe and I was like, nah, let's just do it. And she was like, yeah, okay, let's just do it. Yeah. So jumped in and got it set up by Acco and got up there and just had an absolute ball. And I think we ended up 4th. Yeah. So kind of
in the mixed.
Yeah, in the mixed teams. Yeah. So I think Acco was like, look, if you can stick it out on the bike, your run legs are good enough that you should be able to stick up with them. So it was and it was such a cool thing to do because we'd never done it before. Yeah. So it was pretty rad.
That Wanaka's a different beast, man.
It is. I'd love to give it a go, but
I'm shaking thinking about it. It's so bad.
Really?
But it's good. Like when we did it, it was snowed. It was January.
That just adds a whole nother level.
And like I remember getting down on the second day. You start with a long paddle.
Yeah.
And obviously coming from a surf background, like that was my strength, was the paddle. So I was like, okay, sweet, let's do this paddle.
Yeah.
And it was so cold, and we come from training here, and it was beautiful weather.
Yeah.
And I remember being so cold, and I remember seeing like the guys that walk around just little pants, and the girls wearing little pants. They were all happy. I'm like, I was fucking freezing. I don't know. I couldn't absorb it, and I was getting frustrated. And I was like, I want to be anywhere else but here. And
then I've got to race.
And now, but by the way, also you got to race. But they do the last run on the last day is called the Skyline Traverse.
Yeah, right.
And they've actually since swapped it. So the first day is now the second day, and the second day is now the first day.
Yeah, right. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the second day previously was a Skyline Traverse. It's 27k of running, and it's over. Like basically, when you're in Wanaka, have you been to Wanaka before?
Yeah, been to Wanaka. Yep.
So if you look, like you're standing at the lake and you look to the hill to the left.
Yeah, up to the left. Yeah.
That looks called Roy's Peak.
Yeah, Roy's Peak. Yeah,
it's up there.
Yep.
So it's from the back all the way along the back.
So you go
farms.
along the top of it.
Yeah, you got to get to there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's.
That would have been fun.
And it was snowing up there.
Oh god.
And when we were coming over we stayed in Queenstown, and we were coming over the Wanaka Hill to come from Queenstown to Wanaka. It snowed. Like we had to leave at 4 a.m. to get to the race start. Yeah. And it was snowing. I remember thinking, that's when I thought,
we could just turn it around.
Please turn around. Please flat tire, please flat tire. You know, like just
get out and stab it with a knife.
something. No, it wasn't quite that bad, but it just, you think, fuck, I've just come from this heat, training in the heat, and I've got to do this.
Yeah,
it was hard.
But it's a cool thing to be doing, but like it's
awesome.
Just,
and the first day as well was like it's down these back farms.
Yeah,
you basically go through these farms and through rivers, and it's wicked country.
Yeah,
and we were like, we stopped these deer, a whole bunch of wild deer. We're like, but, oh no, they wouldn't have been wild 'cause on someone's farm, but they were pretty much
pretty well
just jumping over the
free
track.
range,
We just slow
cruising,
right down for them. Had to go. They were bounding over the track. I was like, fuck, it'd be cool to have a GoPro. We didn't have anything. It just sat.
That's like the added special side of those things, isn't it? Like,
and Wanaca's a place, man. What a place! Like that's one of the best places on earth.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like we went, like as we were saying before about like being down in the dumps.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I snapped my chain, and lucky I had a chain link in my bag, so we changed it up, and it took longer than what it should have, but we got it done, and like Al was like, nah, we're done, nah, we're just pulling out, that's it, I'm done, this is shit, I'm out of here.
Worst day ever.
And it was worst day ever, and like I think we were probably like 5k from the finish.
Oh wow, yeah.
So like she was like, nah, we've come this far, nah, I'm done, this is, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to put that back on there, you're an idiot, blah blah blah. And I was just like, just chill out.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, we get back on, we get going again, and then all of a sudden we come out, and we got off the fire trail, and we got onto this road, and it was back through these like paddocks and farms and that sort of thing, and like don't hold this against me, but we'd been watching the retakes of McLeod's Daughters, because we
nice.
froth it. Yeah, it's bloody good. Hey,
I know my wife loves it. I've never got.
Can't diss it till you try it.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I won't.
But yeah, and we turned up, and like it was just so beautiful, and like it went from like an absolute hell terrible time to all of a sudden we're just cruising along, going, we're in the last 5k. Yeah. We're in this beautiful place that we probably would never have seen unless we came and did this race. Yep. How good. Yeah. Like, how fucking good is this? Yeah. Like, it was sick. It was so sick.
That's half the battle, is to try and find, like, you're hurting so bad. Yeah. You got to try and appreciate that stuff.
100%.
You got to try, but it's 100%. Like, it's just not as easy as it sounds.
It's just getting across the line. Just appreciate.
Appreciate it, yeah. You almost need to, like, I did a race in Bay of Islands last year, and, like, I don't know if you've been there, but it's beautiful. Like,
is that up north?
Yeah, up north of the North Island.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, like, crystal clear water, beautiful islands, you know, the New Zealand landscape's like. Yeah. And we made a point of it. Like, every time we got to the top of a hill was a wicked view. We made a point stopping 10 seconds.
Enjoy
Take it in.
Yeah.
Because it was a long race. It took us like 9 hours. Like, it's a long race. But it's like, it was a run swim race.
Yeah.
And I was like, make sure we stop. Because if you just, you can so easily go through all those, go through that shit. And it's almost in life, can't you?
Yeah.
With your head down. And if you don't take it in.
Yeah. 100%. You know, it's not. What's the point of doing it if you're not going to take it in and enjoy it for what it is? Like, you know, you're just going to sit.
Sometimes
there
that's hard, especially those Red Bull races. The second day looked a bit better though.
Yeah, second day was sick. Yeah. Second day was super high paced. It was the mountain bike. We really enjoyed the mountain bike on the second day because it was sort of like, it wasn't as like.
It was more of a road race, was it?
Yeah, it was kind of more of a road race, bit of like off track sort of stuff, but like more like, it was higher speed, and like we came up to this paddock and it was funny because we were the drummer Ben from Parkway Drive, he was doing it too.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, and
isn't that one of those? Is that a? I don't know.
Parkway
Drive. Parkway Drive band, aren't they?
Yeah, hardcore band. Yeah. So
that's why I don't know them.
But he's from Byron Bay. And,
must be a nice fella.
Yeah, he's a great bloke.
Yeah, great
bloke.
But
yeah, he's from Byron Bay, and sort of we got chatting and sort of things. So we're from down there, and anyway, we're on the second day. We're in the mountain bike and we're cruising along, and then all of a sudden we got to this paddock, and it was like. It was honestly, the track was as if they gave a guy a carton of beer and said, scull that, jump on your tractor and go and mow a path through here. Yeah. And it was just up and down and through and around and like crossing over, and like 1 minute you'd be riding at your partner, and then next minute you'd be turning to the left, and like you're like, oh sweet, and then back at him, and then it was such a cool thing, and like we were just laughing at it, like going, hurry out. If some people saw what we're doing right now, they go, what the hell is going on, kind of thing. And you know, it was really cool, and then to be able to get into like the discipline that we froth, like paddling a ski was just like right up our alley. Like the kayaks weren't exactly high tech.
They didn't look at
but they were good enough that we I think we made up a fair bit of ground like doing that, because it was our strength, and then to get back into a run on that the island, I can't remember what it was called, but we got out up there, and it was once again it was just that moment. It was like I was hurting like all hell, like I was struggling. Ali's just la-di-da, like loving it because she's a runner. Yeah. And we're
they suck, eh? Runners suck when that fuck. I hate running with runners.
It was
awful,
the
and they
worst.
chat, and
Yeah.
you're like, I can't. Like, I don't have.
She kept going to me. She kept turning around, going, "Come on, Tanyn, come on,
Yeah.
come on, you got this, come
Yeah.
on." And I was going,
Yeah.
"Shut up."
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and we came around the front there, and it was so beautiful, and it was like, I just sort of said to her, I just wanted to stop and just lay down on the beach and just enjoy it for what it was, but no, I had to keep going.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, it was the day 2 was definitely the better day.
Yeah.
But we just had so much fun doing the whole thing. It was just unreal.
Yeah, because also Kane was saying that some of the big dudes that were doing it, like the big CrossFit style guys.
Yeah.
He's like, man, there were big guys doing it. And he's like, I don't know how they were doing it. They were.
Oh, there was some dudes who would look like Zane Holmes.
Yeah.
Like they were just monsters. Like
Yeah.
they'd just been in the gym forever, just pumping iron all day long kind of thing.
Just,
And they were just trotting along. They got it done. Like,
Yeah.
It was funny. We were on the bus on the way there, and we were sitting on the bus with them. We're going, oh God, if they're doing this, I hope we're okay. Like, you know, kind of thing. But like, you know, they
you got to have faith that it's not a power
just must
event.
be so strong mentally. Like
yeah.
they're just like, yeah, we're getting it done.
That's what I was thinking. They must just be conditioned to hurt.
Yeah.
And they just decided they're gonna hurt all day.
The mentality of just to go.
It is what it is. Just gonna hurt all day.
Yeah. But there's momentum behind them. Those adventure races, like
With Red Bull put in there. See, I don't know. Were you actually genuinely going to the one in March?
Yeah.
Well,
I've been.
I might have misspoke. Check this when you leave.
I'll check it when I leave. But yeah,
It is cancelled? Yeah.
it's cancelled.
See?
Oh, bugger.
You heard it here first.
That means
Nah,
we're-
don't say bugger. Trust me. You dodged a bullet.
Nah,
No,
but-
it was. It's sweet. It's sweet.
It's a sick one,
Oh,
but
man.
it hurts.
Yeah.
It tickles,
not
eh? Tickles.
If the weather turns to shit, it's shit.
Yeah.
But if it's
it's
a nice
on,
day,
it's on.
yeah. We'll
Yeah.
see the next year. So the guy I did it with, the year I did it, the next year he did it with someone else.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I was too shaken. I said, I'm not never again.
Scarred.
Catch me back there.
Scarred.
Discover life. No, I'll go back. I'll do it one more time. But they copped the heat.
Oh,
Like
right. The
bad
opposite
heat.
side of it.
And New Zealand heat's worse than Australian heat.
Yeah.
Like Australian heat's around you.
Yeah.
It's like I relate it to like in Australia, if you get hot, well, this is how I see it. You get hot, you step in the shade, it's about a degree cooler.
Yeah.
Fuck all cooler.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, it's like hot, and it's at you. It feels like it's attacking
Yeah,
you.
it's actually after
after your skin.
Yeah.
And then when you step in the shade, it's like 10 or 12 degrees cooler.
Yeah, right.
Like it's just on you. Or it's not an ambient heat that's around you. It's like a direct. And they said up on the hill that doing that Roy's Peak,
Oh, I'd be so exposed.
exposed, no water, no nothing. They just copped it up that hill, and they said it was the pits up there. So I don't know whether it's cold snowing the year before or brutal sun the year after.
It's part of it. That's what it's
that's what you
called. It's
gotta
called
endure.
defiance for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you defy the odds?
Yeah, I can't believe it's all. I don't know what their reasoning was for it.
Yeah, okay.
But like you said, like it's getting some traction with Red Bull being behind it.
Yeah, well, it's such a cool concept, you know, and,
Yeah.
and like anyone can do it. You
Yeah.
know, anyone can do it. You know, like obviously you got to train for it, and you got to have
anyone can.
good base.
Anyone
for
can
it.
sign up. But
Yeah, anyone can sign up for
Yeah.
it, but yeah, you got to have the mental capacity as well as the
Yeah.
fitness to do it. You know, and
Ooh.
yeah. So Zappa Zane Holmes, he's been hitting me up. Oh, you know, should I do it? Should I do the next one up at Mission Beach? I'm like, yeah, you'll be right. You'll be right. And he goes, do I have to run heaps? And I was like, yep. And he's like, oh. Nah, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Just because, like
that'd
that,
be interesting. Him showing up.
Yeah, well, that competitive spirit, like it doesn't leave you.
Yeah.
So for him, he's just like, yeah, it'd be fun, but
I would like to chat to that guy.
yeah,
I should get him in. I should
Yeah.
hit him up. He's a bit of a
he talks slowly and quietly.
quietly.
He's very
I've had a couple
passive.
of words from him. I don't know
Very
him very
passive.
well, but I've said hello to him a few times at down at Dolphin. But
Yeah.
like, I think he's just got a mentality that's. It's strange. I'm trying not to put my foot in it. It feels like he's quite intense, but also laid back at the same. He's one of those people who look really laid back, but I reckon there's an intensity in there. You don't get to that level without having some sort of intensity.
Exactly.
Do that.
Yeah, I guess you could say like he's passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Like he's very chill, calm, cool, collected, but like very direct.
Yeah,
like,
direct.
He
sort of just never really like the limelight or anything of it as well. Just sort of went back into the.
Just did what he did.
Yeah.
Just kept turning up, just
Low
doing
profile.
whatever he had to do, like
Yeah.
appearances wise and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, he did it. But
There's guys that love it, like love all the media and love
oh,
all
these
that.
dudes are just froth it.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, this is sick. Love it.
Yeah,
Woo.
oh, that's
Love the
interesting. I
limelight.
wonder who he'd do it with. I wonder if he'd team up with Shannon.
Oh, maybe. Nah, I think he's got one of his mates from back in the day that he wants to do it with. But But yeah, it'll be a good
but
one.
The more people like that with a sort of a profile, not a massive, you know what I mean? Like that are sort of transition into that racing. Yeah. Like Guy Andrews is a big one for it. Like he just quit.
God loves it.
Yeah, and
he's for us.
He loves all that adventure racing. He just got sick of the surf side and just said, fuck, I'm going to try and do this. And he was successful. Yeah. Like here's some of his stories. He went out all over the world for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there's heaps of opportunities. Like they have huge races in China.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Over there it's huge. Like mountain biking and all that over there is massive.
But they have these big like they have these crazy. I don't know if you've seen some of the races they do over there. Yeah. But they do like teams of 4, and then they have like you'll do stuff like inline skating as part of it. Like they'll say, "Oh, you got to skate. What? You got to skate 10k." So all these adventure races going, "I got to figure out how inline skate now." And they'll do stuff where you got to carry one of your partners on like they have like these like it's almost like a bed, and one of the partners has got to be strapped to it, like a hog tied to it.
Legit.
You got to run the partner. Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah,
I'm all about crazy. That.
Yeah, it looked like good fun.
Yeah.
And then you got the next intensity again. I don't know if you've seen the races like the God Zone.
No.
I'll look that up.
Yeah.
That'll. If you love this one, you might be strange enough to sign up for it.
Thanks for that. Strange enough. Yeah.
I mean, that with all due respect, but you know, like that's like 5 days, 6 days.
Yeah,
that's like where you're.
So that's proper. Like
they do it out of they used to run it out of. They run it in New Zealand. It's a series basically all around the world, and you go to different series all around the world.
Yeah.
But the main one, which they sort of consider is like the world champs, I suppose they consider, is the one in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And it's called God Zone, but it's part of the Adventure Racing World Series. Yeah. I'm not super across it. I know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But I might be, so for all those who's going to message me and say you're full of shit.
Some stuff, yeah.
Check it out, God Zone.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like running, I think they had it in Fjordland.
Which is in New Zealand. Yeah.
And it's 600k.
Wow.
But you've got, and it's all self, what would you call it? Self, like you don't have handlers or anything. So like you might do like and it's all navigated. So you got to get a navigator.
So you actually got to navigate
everything. Way. So it's like basically you press go, start gun goes, and you're gone, and you've got each stage to get to. You've got checkpoints you got to get to. And like one of them might be like a 60k mountain bike.
So fully self-reliant, just like
self-reliant. 4 of you. It's got to be four. Like your missus might be into it. You know, like 4, 3 guys, 1 chick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's like and it's just all
That'd be rad.
It looks like
we should do it.
No.
Right into it.
Call me a 30 kilos.
Yeah, right.
But I'm going to drop 30 before I'm even near anything. But and so you go. So each says trekking, which is trekking running.
Yeah.
Sort of you got to take that as it is. You know, you probably can't run the full amount.
Yeah.
Usually rafting.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like kayaking, rafting. There's a paddle aspect, a water aspect anyway, and then the biking.
Yeah, right. I'm in.
It's intense. Check it out. You'll message me and say, mate, I'm done. You got to find a good. I think it all relies on your navigator.
Yeah, okay.
And there's a couple of races around Australia. No, there's Adventure Racing Australia. They do it as well.
Yeah.
It's worldwide. It's like there's proper teams that do it.
Yeah, right.
And there's actually one they just had in Fiji, because there used to be a thing called the Eco Challenge years ago on TV where they had these adventure races, and it was actually on TV.
Oh, what?
They filmed it.
Yeah, right.
And they brought, I think it was in the late 90s, it was a TV show.
Yeah, okay.
And so they basically followed the adventure races all the way around the world. So they do an adventure race, it'll be like a TV show.
Yeah, right.
And like helicopters and everything follow. And Bear Grylls, he basically redid it. Yeah, just been in Fiji.
Yeah, right.
And so and you had to enter. You had to put a submission in.
Yeah, okay.
Like you might do a video submission, say, I'm an Ironman. Like you probably have a good chance of getting into it because you've got a background.
Okay. Yeah, a bit of a background in sport and like
exactly. And you can sort of boost your profile.
Yeah, okay.
And so you submit, and then you get accepted into the race. And they ran it. They did it in mid of this year.
Yeah, right.
But it hasn't been released on TV, so no one knew who won or what happened because it's going to be a show. And they'll continue to do that. Like, so I'd say if this carries on, that adventure racing stuff will lead into more of the TV show aspect of it.
Yeah, cool.
Which is cool again.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen that documentary on Netflix called Iron Cowboy.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
he did it. He was in a team.
Yeah.
So he obviously, with his profile, he got him pretty easy.
He's a weapon, that dude,
Imagine being on his team.
I know, right?
You're like, we've got to stop.
No, we've got to stop. We're not stopping.
No way we're stopping. We've got a marathon to go. Fuck me. But that's the thing, like you got to also have your team, so you got to have your strengths.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know in the All Black Richie McCaw.
Yeah.
He was in one of the teams. He's been doing it the last few years as well.
Yeah. He did. I saw he did one of the Defiance.
Yeah, he did Defiance. Yes, but he's in one of the teams that do like that God Zone.
Oh, that God Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
It looks intense because you don't sleep.
Yeah, right.
So you've got the sleep. They call them sleep monsters. Like you got to try and go against them.
Oh, Jesus.
It's intense. Look at it.
Sounds like an SAS try or something like that.
It is, yeah. But it's all on. You go as fast or as slow as you want to.
Yeah.
You know, like you can, and it's all tactical. So you've got
It's all about you. Yeah.
So if you get to, and like they do things called dark zones.
Yeah.
Where if you don't make it to a point by a certain time,
yeah,
you've got to stay the night.
Like
you can't
right.
just like I think mainly them they're based around like dangerous and treacherous conditions.
Yeah.
Like say if you had like a real treacherous patch of river you got to draft down.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to let you hop on at 9 at night.
Nah, you're having a nap.
You're having a nap. You go, if you don't make it here by this time to get past this portion, and it's all set out, and they do them around the world
purely for safety.
But the one in New Zealand's the one. That's the juice.
I'm gonna go home and look at
it
this.
up, God's
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. I'll send you a link. So you don't. Yeah. But it's. I've been sort of watching from afar. Sort of like going. This would be like it's a bucket list.
This would be sick.
Yeah, this would be so sick.
When I'm ready.
However, I'm not getting any younger because you can't. But
exactly.
There's old boys that do it because they just grind.
Just
they're probably the best people to do it because they've just probably done years and years and years of
just K's and K's and
they just know they can hold a pace.
Yeah,
they know they can hold a pace for this.
See whether we can do it for 6 days.
We do it for 6 days. Yeah. It's crazy that you say that you don't. I heard you say before you're not a big fan of swimming.
No, I don't like it
at all.
I was all right when I was a grom. When I was a grom, I used to be pretty good, like state school swimming and stuff like that, and got a couple of national medals and stuff like that. But came up here and I sort of I don't know.
You just do it because you have to?
Do it, I mainly do it because I have to, and like I do enjoy it to an extent because it does give me that added fitness. But at the same time, like I do surf because I love being in the ocean. Yeah, like the ocean is just like everything for me, kind of thing, you know. And so racing in a pool does not at all interest me. Yeah. Like I'm just like, nah, no way in the world.
Especially the training, so it's something you're just like, I've got to be here. This is the box I have to tick.
Yeah, pretty well. And I don't have that. I try not to have that negative thought process of it. Yeah. Like I try and just always keep positive about it and just say, just get out there and get it done, kind of thing. Instead of like, I don't want to be here, but like I just get in, get what I have to do done, get out.
That's so much. A lot of it is your mental, how you approach things, eh?
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast the other day about a guy, and he reckons your tongue. He was saying about your tongue's your rudder.
Yeah, right.
So if you're talking bad about what you're doing all the time, it's going to send you down a negative way.
Yeah.
But if you're positive about what you're doing, it's going to navigate you to the.
Absolutely.
And
I reckon that resonates with me. Yeah. That's like, and I think that's probably, as I said before, like that's what I'm probably trying to do this season. Yeah. Is just, keep a positive outlook and just go, sweet, just do it. Just get out there and have fun and enjoy it. Like, and if I'm doing that, then, everything will come. Everything will happen.
Just be happy that you're in a fortunate position to be able to be doing this.
Exactly.
Like, not everybody can make it.
It's exactly right. Yeah. Growing up, I had a couple of mates who, like, we're in wheelchairs from year 5, and then one's already sadly passed away, and the other one's on the track to that. They have muscular dystrophy. Yeah, so like, and being around that, and sometimes I always go back to that and just go, you know what, you're lucky. Yeah, like enjoy it for what it is because you're lucky.
Exactly,
you're one of the lucky ones to be able to out here doing it. So
should share and think of the people that would love to be in your position. Hey?
Exactly,
that drives you. Yeah,
100%.
So what's a day look like for you now? Leading like. Back at work, when you're back at work, because we have a lot of tradies listening as well. Like this is it's pushed to that. So so give them so make them feel lazy.
Oh shit!
Because
I don't want to do that.
For all you blokes out there who just all you do is show up to work,
you're all legends. Keep doing it
and put your feet up and watch Netflix all night.
Nah. Well, So
here's what a real day should look like.
So basically, I wake up, usually 4:15, and get myself ready. Like, fortunately, Ali. Well, let me say she really looks after me. She helps me out with lunches and stuff like that, and like she's she helps me out in that regard and understands it also. And I'll jump in the pool at 5:00, swim till usually about 6, 6:15, sort of thing, depending on what the set was. Try and get as much as I can in, and also depending where I'm working, and then usually drive to work. Chuck the tool belt on. Have to be on at 7. Yep. And then work till 3:00, 3:30. Yep. And then straight to the club from work. Yep. Like I don't go home at all. Like pretty well, unless I have to go and pick up Al and then train in the arvo. Do an hour session either on board or ski. Yeah. And so get the craft out in the ocean. And then. Usually I try and squeeze in a gym session or a run session after it or during it, like usually running during it, so it's during that arvo session. And then go home, eat, sleep,
repeat
pretty well.
Repeat the dosage every day.
Pretty much. And then, one of my biggest issues is whenever there's surf, like I just want to surf. That's all I want to do, is just go out and surf. So come a weekend, if it's pumping, I'll surf all weekend and just absolutely cook myself, and then have to do it all again. Just get up, go train, just get it done, kind of thing. So,
but that's also the best training sometimes, eh?
Oh, 100%. 100%. And that's I suppose that's an added element that I try to bring into this season. If I want to go for a trail run instead of going to a board session, I'll go and have a trail run. Yeah. Or
so not being strict.
No, not
what you have to do.
Yeah, I've sort of not being super strict, but making sure that I am doing enough. Yeah. In that regard, So yeah,
because it can get monotonous, when you.
Oh, absolutely.
You almost dread,
especially the pool.
Yeah.
The pool is the main one because it's the hardest, because you can't. It's
you can't hide in the
square.
surf.
It's the square. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the square box of water where you're doing just that. You can't listen to music while you're doing it. You can't, joke around while you're swimming next to a bloke. You can't poke fun at him. Where if you're going around a can on a ski, you can say I'll cut you off, or
bit of chat.
A bit of chat, bit of banter, that sort of thing. So that's definitely a tough element of swimming in a pool.
You're surrounded by people, but it's so lonely.
Oh, it's so lonely.
Yeah,
the black line. It sucks. It eats you up. Eats you up. The other day I had to get out. I was swimming along and I was like, nah, had enough. I'm getting out. And I just swam probably 500 meters. I'm done.
Not today.
Not in the mentality today. Yeah. Getting out. Bugger this.
Go sit at a cafe before work.
Went and got on a dirt bike and rode. It was sick.
Did you train on your own?
Yeah. Well, down in Tassie over Chrissy, I was looking forward to it. I was funny. A couple of people asked me, they're like, what are you doing over the Chrissy break? And I was like, look, I was really looking forward to going to Tassie and going surfing, diving, fishing, and motorbike riding in Tassie, and then now I've got to train. Yeah, but
I guess you've got to. It's because you're doing so well in the series. You don't want to let that slip because it's a holiday.
Exactly.
Because then the whole time be thinking, what if I'd stayed home and trained the whole time? Would I have done better? Would I have?
Exactly. Yeah. But at the same time, you're on holidays and you got to make the most of that as well. Yeah. So it's trying to find that balance. And
you got to be mentally fresh.
Yeah. And I think for me, this trip that we had, Ali and I just made sure we did something every day. Yeah. Whether we're in Strawn, on camping in the middle of nowhere, no reception, anything, and basically there's massive sand dunes there, and we'll burn around on dirt bikes all day, and then come the afternoon we're like, all right, we've got to do something. What are we going to do? So it's we walked over to the longest sand dune and said, all right, let's do 10 laps up and down, and just did it. Got it done, just tick that box kind of thing, and you feel so much better for it. At the time you're like, this is shit. Yeah. But and then all of a sudden, I think
people use holidays to do nothing, don't they?
Yeah.
When you'd feel so much better, and you probably, because you get that holiday hangover.
Oh,
but
massively,
if you continue, almost try and continue your routine into the holiday a little bit.
Yeah, as much as you can. Even if you're just squeezing into the tiniest little bits, it's worth it. Just
because I get that when I get back from holidays or I go somewhere.
Yeah.
When I go to work, it's the first week I wander around. I've got no because going into a holiday, you're busy getting shit sorted. You're 100%. You're in the flow. You've got
to have everything set up before you go.
Yeah, and you're in a routine where you get your. You get to a routine. We're right, we're doing this sweet bang bang. You know where your tools are. You know where everything is. Yeah. I sort of open up my ute and I'm like, oh fuck, where's that?
Yeah.
I go look for that for half an hour. And then I remember what I needed it for, and it's just I'm so unproductive.
It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It takes a week at least, doesn't it?
A week at least to get in, and then you're like, holy shit, now how did I even survive?
Yeah, proper.
Yeah. I think people get away with that. What's Tassie? I've never been to Tassie before.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
New Zealand. It's pretty close. It's pretty close to New Zealand, really. Yeah. It's just so beautiful, and it's I don't know. It has this energy about it. People say New Zealand has this energy about it. The Earth has this energy about it, and I really feel that we were down there and we did this. We did a trail run down into Chippy's Chipstone's Bluff, the surf spot. And I'd love to surf that one day, but
was it breaking? Was it?
Nah, it wasn't. It was flat this time. We've been down there when it's been breaking, and Al's got some friends who are pretty into surfing it, and she's from the local area, so she's trying to hook that up for when a swell comes and I'm down there. I'll hopefully get to catch a wave, but yeah, and you're running down in there and you're looking up and you see a skyscraper up here, Q1 or something like that. Yeah. You're like, oh, that's big, but it's man-made. And then you go down there and it's these big sheer rock faces, and it's just wow, like we are so minute on this planet that like it's just powerful. It's weird. Like I don't know.
Makes you feel insignificant, eh?
It does. It really does. And you know, it's such a cool thing to be able to go and see that and be a part of that, and then come back to what we normally do, you know, sort of thing. And I love it down there in Tassie. And you know, I've been down there. I've been pretty lucky. I've had nothing but great weather down in Tassie. Yeah. You know, like it's been sunny and warm and that sort of thing. But everyone always says if you're from Tassie, they know that it gets cold and it gets shit. Like, it turns to absolute crap. And,
same with New Zealand, man. It's like
exactly.
On a cold day, it's the worst.
The worst.
Yeah,
thing
unless
in
you
the world.
like the cold, then you're a stranger. Weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
Strange person, if you ask me. But you know, 100%. Freezing. Yeah. It makes me feel awkward when you like the cold.
Yeah. But I think eventually we might move down there. We'll see what happens. But
we're down to Tassie.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, getting older, so I might, you know, just settle down there or something. I don't
relocate.
know.
It's not. I can imagine it'd be a nice way of life down there.
Yeah. It's just the access to be able to do things. Like the other day we wanted to go fishing, and like it was 5 minutes to the boat ramp. Yeah, and like the boat ramp was empty. Yeah, you know, like it's
the purity of places like that. Like again, talking about New Zealand again, but it's the same thing. Like there's a purity about it that it's like almost untouched. Yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the more people get there, like every time you go somewhere, like Tassie's like a postcard.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
You know, it's just one of those beautiful places on earth that just
I'd love to be down there. So how'd you? Because Yeti, I spoke to your mate at Yeti.
Clay,
about helping us up. So how'd you get involved with them?
So funny story. Basically, I like I'm pretty into like hunting and that sort of thing, and I used to watch a lot of guys like Cameron Haynes and guys overseas and like Adam Greentree from Australia. You know, like guys like that. There,
he's been in here. Jace had him on.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't.
Oh no, you went down there.
He is coming here. I'll give you the heads up.
He is. Yeah, let us know.
That'd
be sick.
He's
a weapon, eh?
He's a really good dude.
Yeah. He's such a legend.
We'll wait out the front.
Yeah.
I want to have like a bit of a barbecue one day. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That'd be sick. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I'll shoot some kangaroos up at the Billy on the Billy Hill.
People would froth that.
Get some turkeys.
Nah, so I'm sort of into that, and I follow that a bit, and got a bow of my own and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was watching those guys and seeing what they were using product wise and stuff like that, and I saw this Yeti thing, and I sort of looked into it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like this is it seems pretty legit stuff. Like it's as they say,
quality,
built for the wild.
Yeah,
like, and you know, it's a premium product. But you know, you pay for what you get, definitely, like 100%. But I was down at South Australia for the World Surf Life Saving titles. Yeah. And I was coming home early because I had to get back to work on the Monday. I was on the Sunday arvo, and I was sitting at the airport. I had my laptop on my lap. I was sending some emails. I had my Yeti drink bottle on the side. I had my Yeti hat on, and I had a Yeti sticker on the front of my laptop because I just froth it. Like I'm a bit of a
real fanboy.
Oh mate, fanboy is all hell.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and I was sitting there, and this bloke walked over to me. He's like, "G'day mate, just wondering, Yeti, what's the go?" And I was like, and basically sold him this. Like I was like, "Mate, you need to get one. Like, this is the best shit ever. Like this is the sickest stuff ever." Yeah. And sure enough, had the conversation about it, and sort of just was like, yeah, you can get it online, you can do this, blah 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 blah. And he goes, oh no, I'm good. I'm actually the head brand manager for Yeti Australia New Zealand, and I was just like, my jaw just dropped.
Do you his autograph?
I was like, sign my stuff.
Sign my stuff. Yeah.
But so and basically he just gave me his card. And he said, look, you obviously froth Yeti, and you're an athlete, and you know like. It was genuine. Like it wasn't like I wasn't just going to them and saying, "Hey guys, look, I love Yeti." It was sort of like he just stumbled upon me and I frothed Yeti, and it basically became sort of a partnership in a sense, you know. So it's cool. I love it. Now everyone takes the piss out of me. They love all the boys take the piss out of me. Oh, Yeti is so good. Like, but it is.
Oh, right, it is. What do you want from me?
Yeah, exactly.
Are they asking you for little mugs and stuff like that?
Well, exactly. Oh, you got a discount code? Yeah. Who's the funny one now? Yeah, exactly.
Not anymore. Not for you.
Yeah, not for you. No, I remember what you said.
Yeah. No. I got a couple of things. They're all good. I love it. It's good stuff.
It's a premium product, and you know that's you know the story of the guys who created it. You know, like they They just wanted something that was built to work for what they wanted to do, and you know, like, and as a tradie, like, you know, you want stuff that's reliable. Like, you don't want to buy a tool that's going to break in, you know, a year or so.
People will pay for quality pretty much regardless.
Yeah. You know, I think there's two kinds of people. You know, there's the people who are like, oh yeah, I can buy this, it'll last for this long, but it's cheap, so I'll just go and buy another one. Yeah. Or there's guys who are like, oh, I can go and buy this thing that's going to cost me a bit longer, cost me a bit more, but I'll have it for longer. And it will last me, kind of thing. So, you know,
it's usually those weirdos that like shopping that go and buy the cheap stuff.
Exactly.
It means they get to go shopping again.
I get to go to Pack Fair.
Yeah, Pack Fair. I'm like, I want one, and that's all I want. And I just
I don't want to have to go
back.
I don't want to go back. Stuff that, you know, kind of thing.
Unless it's a tool shop, then I'm like a girl.
Yeah.
Well, what can I buy? What can I buy?
But yeah, so yeah, I've used them for a while, and I ordered my first one from the States.
Yep.
So yeah, like I paid through the roof for postage and stuff like that, but like I was just frothing it, so like I just loved it, and you know, it was such a cool, like I liked the brand aspect of it too, like, you know, what they were about, like they were about, like, you know, hunting and being in the wild and being a part of nature and that sort of thing, and so that's why
that's what it's built for.
Yeah, exactly, it's built for that. Built for the wild.
Yeah, it's great. And like, I guess that transition, they got to try and transition to every single, you know, because it's not just that, like the general public, you know, it's brand awareness, I guess, something like that. Yeah, is having an athlete involved. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, you know, and people who like, I've been someone who's like, I've actually turned down a couple of bigger contracts because I didn't like the product that they had. Yeah, like, you know, like there's people come to you and, you know, they're like, oh look, we'll give you this much to wear our swimmers. Yeah, and I'm like, look, thank you, but like, I don't like your product. Like, it doesn't suit me. I don't like it, so I'm not gonna stand there and promote it if I don't actually use it or if I don't like it. Like, I that's not genuine. It's sort of just, you know, taking money for wherever you can get it, and like, you know, people have said to me like, oh, you're an idiot because you just turned down 10 grand. Why would you do that? But I'm like, but I'm a genuine person. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit someone into buying something just because I'm, you know, paid to do it. Like, that kind of thing. You want something that's functional way. You don't want to.
Exactly.
It's a bit fake.
Yeah.
And
it's fake, and like, I think a lot of guys can get caught up in it. Yeah. And
it'd be easy to, because
so easy to, you know?
Especially when you're grinding.
Yeah.
You're out there grinding. If
you're trying to make stuff happen, and like, you know, like I suppose at the best of times in our sport, especially in surf life saving, you know, like, there's not much money in it. Yeah. So, you know, you've got to try and get it from wherever you can. But, you know, like, I think, I've just tried to stick to that, and, you know, I think in a sense it's paid off for me. And, you know, like, you know, you know, I was sitting there like, I don't know, coincidence or not, like, you know, like I frothed the brand. And then the guy who saw it was just like, oh, this guy must like the brand. Like, you know, kind of thing. And
shit like that's meant to be, I reckon.
Yeah,
meant to be, you know, like, it's sort of, it all works out in the end.
It does.
Whether it was that day or another day, it's going to happen.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. So how many more years are you going to go again for the series next year as well? Or is this something like I
think I'm sort of undecided about it all. I've talked to Al about it heaps, and, you know, like, I absolutely love the sport and I love doing it and that sort of thing, but, you know, I don't know how many more years I'll do it. Like, I might not even go around next year. Like, you know, I sort of, this year was even an iffy year for me to do it. Like, I was sort of like, I was getting a bit stale, sort of just going, I could just stick to work and try and make some money for us to, you know, go and build a house and of our own and that sort of thing, because, you know, like, we have to sacrifice so much, like getting overtime and stuff like that. Like, I can't get overtime because I've got to go to training at 4 o'clock. You know, sort of thing, and there's only so many hours in the day. So for me, like, I'm tossing up. I don't know. See what happens.
See what the boss says.
It'll come. Exactly. Nah, it'll come to next season. I'll probably be like, I'll just go around once more, and then next season one more.
Until you get up that 4:15 alarm goes off, and you're like, oh, maybe I could probably look into not doing this again.
Sleep in.
Yeah. Wait till you find the God zone.
Sleep in.
You'll be like, right, no more surf. I'm going into the.
Well, no, that was the thing.
Buy me a mountain bike.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, I think I wouldn't mind trying to venture into other stuff. Like, you know, it's like,
because so limited. In that sport, like, it's not. It's such an intense. It's such an intense span over that summer. That you pretty much have no time for anything else, really. If you want to be competitive.
Absolutely. If you want to be competitive, you know, like, you can, like, I've been doing it. I moved up to the Gold Coast since when I was 18, fresh out of school. I just moved up there straight away and was like, "This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna become an Ironman." And sadly, it sort of the decline of surf sort of happened while I was trying to do that, kind of thing. And I was up there in that, and we got to do some cool things like deep water and Sports Stars Challenge and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, forgot about that deep water. Did you do the deep water?
I did deep water. Yeah. I actually took Ali Day's place on the first season because Ali, I think he was injured or his crook or something like that. So
that was those concepts where they're trying.
Yeah, I was a young pup in that. So we went over to Western Australia, over Perth, went up north, up sort of like Nalu and that area, Carnarvon, and did some real out there challenges and that sort of thing. And it was, in my eyes, it truly pulled a lot more people to like view our sport, kind of thing. And then I noticed there was that one that is it Pooley tried starting in Bali? Yeah, the World Ironman Series. Bevy and Pooley were with Engine and a couple of other guys. They were trying to make that happen, and it was a cool concept. It was a great concept, but I think it's so hard because if the money's not there, you can't do it.
No, you can't.
And especially if you're trying to do no, you can't keep funding it yourself. And like if someone's throwing in like 20 grand, like they expect to get a bit out of it. Yeah. So. And sport or surf, like we don't get extended hours on TV. Like it's just what it is. But
it almost needs controversy.
It does. You should just walk up and punch someone in the face.
Yeah, we need some shit talkers out there. You need to try and convince one of these young lads to come in and just be like, almost like the UFC. Those guys who just talk shit and they get all the traction.
We need a Conor McGregor.
You do.
We need a Conor McGregor.
There's a guy who just comes in and goes, I'm gonna fuck all you guys up in this race,
100%.
And no one can do nothing about
100%.
it. And but actually be good, and actually show up and like skyboat and like be like a personality,
100%. But then there's the issue of the ocean. It'll sort you out. It'll turn around and just put you in your place.
But people tune in to watch them lose too.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah.
So they're really talented, and if they're talented, they'll win. You need a brash young guy who's gonna, and then maybe some of the older blokes hate him. But secretly don't hate him. There you go. I think I've just fixed it.
Yeah, there you go. Problem solved.
I might go peruse and look for like some of the young guys and go, here's what you need to do. You want to be this serious? Start talking some mad shit on social media.
Write him off.
Bagging them, saying the has-beens. Yeah, exactly. The has-beens this week. And
exactly.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
But down the track, I think, I in all honesty, I think, if I was to hang up the boots, I'd still be wanting to do competitive stuff and still moving along. And I wouldn't mind, like, it's funny, we'd never, like, my family haven't been into motorbikes and that sort of stuff, but Ali's, like, since she was a wee child, like, she's been riding motorbikes and stuff like that. And I said, one day let's do an enduro together. Let's just do a team enduro. Like, I just want to do some real left of field kind of stuff, like things that I've never done, and really challenge myself in that regard. Yeah. Because like we're so clean cut. All we do is like ocean stuff and that sort of thing, and I wouldn't mind trying to get real left of field and do some fun stuff and
do some all round stuff. Especially in Tassie sounds like the place. You can do some hunting and
it's not bad. It's not a bad spot. It's bloody good. Got to keep it kind of quiet, but because otherwise everyone will kill me. All the boys down there, they're like, oh, shut up, stop talking about it.
I got friends of mine who are down there at the moment. He just said, oh mate, it's unreal down there. I just want to be there.
It's beautiful. It's unreal.
Nice. All right, man, I won't take up any more of your time. No. All the best for 2 more rounds.
Yep.
2 more rounds. Well, no, you got one more and then the
one more and then INX.
So INX
it's a separate.
Independent.
It's a separate. It's an independent.
Well, man, gunning for you for that.
Thank you.
You're right up there. So
we'll give it a crack.
All the best, and man, look, you're doing an admirable thing with your working in between. Like I've often thought, that's tough.
No,
I know it's like to be work tough every day.
Yeah.
And to be training in the morning and night, it's a grind. Cheers. So you deserve all the success you get, man. And
thanks, man.
All the best, and
appreciate it.
We'll have you in when you're the champion.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
All right,
cheers.
Take care, mate. Thanks for coming.
Man. Thank you.